Hello again, everybody. It's been a few months since I made a video, but in the recent months, while I haven't been making them, I've been getting a lot of subscribers and a lot of people commenting on my videos, very nice comments on my videos, asking me to make more, and that made me want to make more, so here I am. Yeah, I just hadn't found the time in recent months, hadn't had the motivation to do any, but I got some time now, so I guess I'll go ahead and do it. A little update on my record collecting situation. I recently got to go on a trip to San Francisco, which was awesome. It was beautiful there. I would love to go back at some point. One of the best cities I've ever been to. But what's there, and I didn't realize was there, is a location of AMOEBA Records. And it was fucking huge. It was mind-bogglingly huge. And I remember when we walked in, my girlfriend looked at me and said, you know, if I collected records, I feel like I'd be pretty overwhelmed right now. And I said, you fucking think? But yeah, it was just a dream to be able to finally go to AMOEBA Records. It was beautiful. I loved it. And I managed to grab I did grab a few records, and they actually survived the trip home, which is, thank goodness. But yeah, let's get into them. For starters, I found this record, stupid glare, Mary Davidson, Working Class Woman. This is a very odd record. It's an experimental electronic record. I like the cover because the sleeve actually has the title of the record on it. I love that. It's an experimental electronic record, a lot of house influence, but also noise influence as well. All kind of revolving around feminism, I guess you would say. It's a very feminist album, but very eerie and scary, like really creepy. A lot of just bizarre spoken word passages. She has a very I don't know, like enticing yet terrifying voice, like super dry in her delivery. She's really bizarre artist, but I really love this album. I'm really glad I found it there because I hadn't been able to find it in person at all. We have here a book with some of the photo imagery, a lot of like office space type stuff, glass breaking, the side A, with that kind of imagery. The photography of this album and just like the art direction is really fantastic. I really love it. And that's her. Yeah, this is a wonderful album if you want something real weird. I think it's just on black. Yeah, just on black. But yeah, wonderful album. And the next thing I found was something I've been looking for years. And it is Chelsea Wolfe's Apocalypsis. This was her second album, I want to say. I want to say it was her second. This is my favorite of hers, though. She's had, I think, 3 or 4 released after it, but this is my favorite of hers. It's much more eerie, a little less Doom inspired, much more, I don't know, it just seems very gothic and almost quiet in a way, but still terrifying in its own right. She's a fantastic songwriter, fantastic vocalist, guitar player. Just all around, this is just a fantastic album that I've been meaning to buy for a really long time and never managed to find. So, yeah, it was really cool to be able to find that there and finally buy it. I had a fucking stack. I had like 20 records in my hand walking around that store, and then it hit me. I gotta put them on a fucking plane on the way home. Also, if I buy all 20 of these records, I will be broke. And rent is a thing, and I gotta pay attention to that. Yeah, but yeah, this is wonderful. Next record I got, put this shit away, hold on. Next record I got, this one I kind of took a chance on. They're a band I'd heard of but never really listened to, and I was very happy with it. This is Tropical Fuckstorm with Laughing Death in Meat Space. The reason I knew them is because I think recently King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard's label, Flightless Records, recently signed them. They were putting out their last album, or their newest album, Braindrops. I think it was out like the day I bought this. But yeah, this is a fucking ride. They're a psych rock band. out of Australia. A lot of psych rock bands outside of Australia right now, and they're one of the better ones, I feel, at least based off this album. Yeah, just bizarre song subjects, bizarre riffs, vocals, just everything. It's just a really, really fantastic record. A dog at a microphone. Yeah, I'm down with it. And I think the record is green. Yeah. Happy with this one. Tropical Fuck Storm. How could you not love a band called Tropical Fuck Storm? I'm sorry. How could you not? And the last thing I got from AMOEBA is something I knew was coming out and was debating on, and once I saw it there, I decided, well, today's probably a good day to get it. This is the reissue that Temporary Residence just put out of Explosions in the Sky's first album. I actually had not listened to it in years since, I first started listening to them. Their most recent album, The Wilderness, I believe it was called, I hated it, and I still do. It's terrible. And after that album came out, I kind of just stopped listening to them. I just forgot. So occasionally I would listen to, I can't remember the name of the album now. Fuck. The one with the dude in the boat on the cover, and then The Earth Is Not a Cold Dead Place. I would listen to those ones from time to time, but I never really got back into them until recently, when I was like, okay, they're still good. The old stuff's still good. But yeah, this is their first album, and it's actually fucking good. I forgot how good it was. The reissue's fantastic. I think this is its first time on vinyl. I could be wrong though. But yeah, it's a triple gatefold with a fucking awesome art in the middle there. I should probably tell you who they are. You don't know Explosion in the Sky. They're a third wave post rock band. I guess you could almost call them a progressive rock band in a way, but they make very grand, long, very pretty instrumental rock songs, and very much if you're a fan of Mono, Mogwai, Sigur Rós, Talk, even all those guys, you'll probably get a kick out of these guys. But yeah, this is their first album. I love it. The record's colored. The records are not colored, but I do believe there's an etching on one of these. Open, please. Open. All right, come on. The record's called How Strange Innocence, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. Where's the etching? Where's the fucking etching, bro? I know there's one. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so the etching, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of just words. Can't show you exactly what they are, but it's basically the story of how the album got made. Which is really interesting. Normally there's like a nice design or an etching like that, but I don't know. I just thought that was really cool that they just kind of put a story on the last side. I thought that was really cool. Putting this back. So that was everything I got from AMOEBA. The last thing I want to show is I've just been recently buying a lot of film soundtracks, and I want to show a couple of those. I don't know, it's something I never really bought before, and now I've really been enjoying finding film soundtracks and purchasing them. The first one I got recently, this came in like yesterday. This is the soundtrack to The Last Black Man in San Francisco. The film was directed by Joe Talbot, I want to say his name was. Last Black Man to Jimmy Fields, Jonathan Majors. I'm trying to find his name on here. Joe Talbot, yes, I was right. The film was directed by Joe Talbot. It stars Jimmy Fails and Jonathan Majors, that guy right there. And it's easily the best film I've seen all year. Us is another top for me. Pro Mare is another top for me. But this is the best film I've seen all year, by far. It's The score is done by Emile Mosseri. I think this is out on like Blu-ray and everything, and you can rent it. I really recommend everybody watch this film. It's such a great film. It focuses on black culture and the loss of black culture and gentrification, and it's a beautiful, painful, sad, and funny film all in the same time. It's gorgeous, gorgeous film, and the score is just as good. I think I said it was done by Emile Mosseri, who I'm not familiar with any of his other work, but just a lot of horns, a lot of beautiful, beautiful horns, beautifully composed strings. And it's just, you don't need to watch the film to listen to this. You really don't. You don't even need to pay attention to the track lists. Just all the strings and all the sounds and all the beautiful, beautiful arrangements just wash over you. And you can just, like, lay in it. It's great. I love this record. Beautiful scene from the film there. Very powerful scene in the film. But yeah, this is fantastic. I'm super happy I bought this. The last thing I want to show today is something that's really cool. Really fucking cool. Waxworks recently released the soundtrack to Us. And holy fuck. Again, Last Black Man in San Francisco beat out this movie for my favorite movie by a little bit. Like, a little bit. But yeah, this is a fantastic, fan-fucking-tastic horror movie if you have not seen it. Near perfect horror movie. I'll say that right now. And Waxworks did a stellar job on the pressing. Yeah, so we got a couple of songs like it's mainly the score. There's a couple of tracks on here. Like I got 5 on it on here where they got the scene in the car where they're like, "Come on, kids." They got I Like That by Janelle Monáe on here. But the rest of it is mainly the score. The first track on the whole album is Anthem, which is the one they play in the beginning with all the bunnies and they're zooming out slowly. It's the opening credits. And that song's fucking beautiful. It's so terrifyingly... Like, the chorus on that song is amazing. And then the Gatefold, if you haven't seen this already, the Gatefold's the main family, you know, Winston, Duke, Lupita Nyong'o, and the kids. And then, if you... Literally, you have to slice these with something, like a knife or scissors or something. You slice that open, and what it reveals, it creates a die cut. And what's on the other side is the tethered versions of the person. So you would slip it back in like this. Wait, I got the wrong one. And as you cut them in half, the other people do it. I'm too scared to do it. I don't know if I want to do it. Maybe just on like half of them. But that's so fucking cool. And I love this pressing. And the records themselves, one is gold. Just like that. Yeah, like the scissors, the shears. And then the other one is kind of the color of their jumpsuits. It's like a nice red with like a black splatter to it. Yeah, this is fucking stellar. I love that I own this now. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to show today. I appreciate... God damn it. Whatever. Appreciate anybody who subscribed recently. I know I haven't been uploading a lot. I hopefully can do more later on and hopefully just do a lot more with this channel. And thank you to anybody who's been commenting. It really means a lot. Thank you to subscribers. Thank you to everybody for watching. And I will see you next time.